So, good morning, dear students. Today we are going to wind up the poem on Jennifer's Tigers. So, let's begin. Here you see, I'll just continue from line number 8 to 8, 5 to 8. I finished it in the last class, but still I'll revise from these lines. Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool find even the ivory needle hard to pull. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. Okay, so as I told you in the previous class, Aunt Jennifer is very much scared. Okay, scared of her marital life because her husband is very much dominating, and she is absolutely unhappy in her marital life. Now, therefore, she is not able to protest, as she is very shy and very calm in nature. Therefore, she cannot protest vehemently to the discrimination and to the injustice being meted out to her by her husband. Therefore, she is making an embroidery design on a piece of cloth, where she is trying to depict, or she's trying to showcase her rebellious nature. Okay, because she cannot rebel, or she cannot sort of protest against her husband's injustice and discrimination straight away. Okay, therefore what she's doing is she's making a work of art. So how is she making a work of art? She is making a work of art on a piece of cloth, on an and she's making an embroidery design, okay, of a tree, tigers, and forest in between, okay, in around the place. So embroidered design she is trying to make, so as to show her protest to the injustice and discrimination of her husband. Therefore what she is doing is she is sitting and making an embroidered design. Okay, so Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool find even the ivory needle hard to pull. It means even though it's an it's very needle is very thin, and it's very light weighted. In spite of that, her fingers are fluttering, her fingers are shaking whenever she is making the a design, okay, on a fabric, on a piece of cloth. Why? Because like, she's not happy, number one, and number two, she is frightened to some extent. You can say she's frightened to some extent, to protest in this manner, but still she has to do it because she cannot express her grievance otherwise. Therefore uh, she has to make an embroidery design, and symbolically she will show her protest to her husband, okay, with the help of a piece of work. So her fingers are fluttering, shaking, or trembling. Uh, find even the ivory needle hard to pull. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band. So the massive weight here refers to, it's a metaphorical thing actually. It's a figurative word. See, the wedding band or wedding ring, which is there on the finger of Aunt Jennifer, that is very thin. Okay, that is not supposed to be burdensome for Aunt Jennifer, but metaphorically speaking, it is because of this wedding ring, it is because of this engagement ring or wedding ring, Aunt Jennifer is not able to walk out of her marital life. Okay, because she is somehow obliged. She is somehow obliged to comply to the marital life. Therefore, this wedding band or the wedding ring has been metaphorically used by the poet here, as having lot of weight. Okay, as having a lot of weight, massive weight. Why massive weight? Because of the marital obligation. As her marital life has become burdensome or unpleasant. Therefore, this ring has also become very much heavy. That is why massive weight of uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. Normally, if you see, wedding band is very light and it is not supposed to carry any weight. But metaphorically speaking, this massive weight suggests that Aunt Jennifer's marriage has become a burden for her. Therefore, it is very much heavy on her fingers. Okay. Now let's go through the paraphrase of these four lines. The reality of Aunt Jennifer's marital life is depicted here. She is shown here to be weak and enslaved very much, in contrast to the nature of tigers that she is knitting on a woolen fabric. So on a woolen fabric of cloth, she is making this design actually. Okay, on a woolen fabric of cloth, she is making this design. She's very scared and agitated in her marital life. Okay, her fingers are shaking while knitting through the woolen fabric. Even though in real life a wedding ring does not weigh much, but symbolically suggests that the amount of dominance her husband has exercised over her in her marital life. Her inner spirit has been stifled by the patriarchal society. Okay, patriarchal means man dominated society. Okay, male dominated society is something what is patriarchal society is all about. Okay, so the massive weight of uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. Okay, understood. Now next you see lines 9 to 12. Lines 9 to 12, let's go through. It's a very small poem, dear students, very small poem. So let's find out. uh, okay, just a minute. Here, this one. Okay, so okay, when aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. The tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing, proud and unafraid. When Aunt Jennifer will be dead, her terrified hands will lie still ringed with ordeals. Terrified hands here refers to scared hands, because she was very much scared in her in her real life, scared of the dominance and the suffering that she was undergoing in her marital life. So when aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie still ringed with ordeals. Ordeals means suffering. Still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. Okay, she was able to master all the instances of suffering, all the incidences of suffering, because she became immune to all kinds of suffering, all kinds of injustice, all kinds of discrimination meted out to her by her husband. So in her real life, she could be able to master, she could develop immunity, against all kinds of suffering, against all kinds of discrimination or injustice being meted out to her by her husband. So what the poet is saying in the first two lines is, when aunt is dead, when Aunt Jennifer will be dead, still her terrified hands will lie. Her terrified hands will lie still ringed with ordeals. Okay, it means that even after her death, Aunt Jennifer would not be free from the ordeals she went through in her lifetime. Okay, her souls will not get peace. Her body might perish, her body might destroy after death, but her soul will still be suffering. Okay, her soul will still be having the pain, ordeals, okay, of her lifetime, which she apparently seemed to have mastered. Okay, mastered in the sense that she became immune to that, because otherwise she was not having any alternative. She had to bear the pain, she had to bear the injustice, she had to bear the suffering. Therefore, as she did not have an alternative, she had to develop immunity against all kinds of suffering in her lifetime. So the poet is saying here, even if Aunt Jennifer is dead, okay, her soul will become torment. Her soul will still, feel the pain. Her soul will still be tormented. Okay, her terrified hands will lie still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. Okay, so it is metaphorically, these two lines means her soul will suffer even if she dies. Okay, her soul will suffer. uh, Her terrified hands will lie still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. The tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing proud and unafraid, but her rebellious spirit, her inner rebellious spirit, okay, is represented by tigers in this poem. Okay, in this poem, tigers refer to the tigers refer to the rebellious nature, the suppressed rebellious nature of Aunt Jennifer. So tiger she has embroidered on a piece of cloth. Why? So that she wanted to become a tiger. She wanted to have the freedom and independence like a tiger. Okay, but she could not, because she already got married to a person who is very much discriminatory by nature. So she could not become independent like tigers. Therefore she was desiring to have all the traits of tigers in her. Okay, so that is why she has embroidered the image of a tiger in her work of art. She wanted to be like a tiger, independent and dominating, in the sense that courageous, so that all the men are afraid of her. But she, in real life, she could not do that. Therefore, with the help of a work of art, she is trying to project her rebellious nature with the portrayal of the tiger. The tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing means it will go on, prancing means it will go on very quickly. Proud, it will move on quickly, proud and unafraid. Okay, that because tigers are very much proud. uh, Tiger carries an air of prestige, air of majesty, air of respect, air of dominance in his gait or in her gait. Gait means movement, walk. Okay, unafraid. Okay, they are courageous, chivalric in nature. So Aunt Jennifer also wanted to be as chivalric, as courageous, as bold as the tigers. Therefore, Aunt Jennifer has portrayed the tiger on her in her work of art on a woolen fabric. Okay, so now, dear students, let's go for the explanation of this part, the paraphrase of this part. The poet here means to say that even after her death, Aunt Jennifer would not be free from the ordeals she went through in her lifetime. The male dominated society seems to show no concern for her suffering or even her death. The society will remain unaffected by it. Hence, her terrified hands will still lie ringed with ordeals she was mastered by during her lifetime, but her inner sense of freedom that she projected in the portrayal of tiger in her artwork, would stay forever proud and unafraid. So, these lines, last lines, two lines are very important, dear students. Her inner sense of freedom that she projected in the portrayal of tiger in her artwork would stay forever proud and unafraid. And dear students, the explanation of these two lines can also be like this: when aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. Means, even if she dies, it doesn't matter much to the society. Okay, other women like her will keep on suffering the way Aunt Jennifer has suffered. Okay, because it is a patriarchal society where women are given different shell treatment. Okay, they are given discriminatory treatment by the male members of the society or by their male counterparts. Therefore, if one Aunt Jennifer is dead, it doesn't matter much Okay, another Aunt Jennifer will come up with the similar situation in a patriarchal society. Understood? So, in these two lines, you can write in this manner also. When aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie, still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. Means, yeah, when Aunt Jennifer will be dead, then there will not be any improvement, of course, in the way the male members of the society have attitude towards women. There will not be any change. Okay, another Aunt Jennifer will come up with similar circumstances or similar situation. Okay, her terrified hands will still lie ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. Okay, but at least the tigers in the panel, the inner spirit, rebellious spirit that she has projected through the portrayal of the tiger, that will remain. That will remain in her work. That is the message in her work of art. The system might continue, but the rebellious nature that she has portrayed in the work of art through the portrayal of tiger, that particular uh, thing will survive. Okay, that will give some message to the male dominated society. So this is what is the message of her work of art, and as well as the intention of the of Aunt Jennifer in making this work of art. Okay, Aunt Jennifer wanted to convey the silent message to her husband. Okay, and through her husband all the male members of the society, that the system might not improve, system might remain the same, but at least man should understand that women were not happy at the way they were treated, or they were handled by their male counterparts in the society. So that particular message is something what Aunt Jennifer wanted to convey through the portrayal of tigers in her work of art. So dear students, that's all about this poem. Uh, that's all about the poem. um, hope you understood. And dear students, I would like to make an announcement here, like it's a 40 mark exam actually, 40 mark test for you. In English also it's 40 mark. Initially I thought it to be 30 mark, so whatever syllabus I have sent you is of 30 marks. So 10 marks I'm adjusting, dear students, in the form of writing skills. So you shall have invitation, and you shall have article writing. Okay, so article writing you know, but invitation I shall teach you in my next class, how to approach, how to write, what is the layout of invitation, and what is the format. So invitation and article writing is also included in your writing skill. Okay, so invitation will consist of 3 marks, and the article writing will consist of 5 marks, a total of 8 marks. Okay, so a total of 8 marks have been included in your writing skill. So how many of you are still hearing, are still watching me? Please write down yes. Please drop me a message. Yes. Yeah. Rudraksh, thank you. You can go through my website for the explanation of the beginning of the poem. Okay, because you were absent for many days, so you missed out. I started it in my previous class. Okay. Rudraksh, you take a note. Invitation will be there, and article writing will also be there in your syllabus. Okay, apart from whatever I have sent you, these two topics are extra, which will be included in writing skill, which you need to prepare. And invitation I will show you in my next class. Okay, Kanchan, are you there? And Vanshika, are you there? If you are there, please write yes. Otherwise, I will wind up the lesson now. Uh, okay, so thank you so much, dear students. Bye bye. Take care and have a great day.